Okay, good. Yes. Thank you very much for the kind introduction, and thank you very much for the Professor Karlev and Professor Kashin and Professor Ito for the kind invitation of this meeting. So I'm Taka Yamada, so I'm Vice President of the GI Endoscopy Business Global. It's very my honor to participate over this wonderful International Endoscopy Workshop today. So my aim is to share with you about the modern technology for the flexible endoscopy. So as you may know, the Olympus was established in the 1919s. So we have 100 years anniversary this year. So now we have three business domains, such as the scientific solution and the imaging business, like digital camera, and medical field. And in terms of the medical field, in the 1952 or the 1953, the first gastro camera was launched in the market. Since that, we have developed a lot of the features, from the gastro camera to the fiberscope, as well as from the fiberscope to the videoscope. So we have more than 60 years experience in this field, and then so I can say we have developed a lot of the features to following your own endoscopy examination, insertion, detection, diagnosis, and therapy. As you can see this slide, so I have tried to summarize our latest feature and function for following your procedure. So today I have 20 minutes, and let me try to summarize these features. Firstly, let me touch upon the insertion technology. And this time, so I've selected these two features, RIT and power spiral. About the RIT, so which is the responsible insertion technology. This RIT aims is to improve the ease of the insertion and the operating control, which can be divided into the three features. Number one, passive bending, and number two, high force transmission, and number three, the variable stiffness. Let me briefly introduce one by one. About the passive bending, which is to help the scope move through the acute bend in the column. Please look at this movie. The pressure is distributed so that the insertion tube automatically bends to adjust to the column. So this is the function of the passive bending. The next is the high force transmission. This feature is to improve the operator control for the pushing and twisting. So please look at this movie. Yes, the pushing force or rotation torque is transmission on the 1-to-1. So this is the function of the high force transmission. And number three, the feature, which is the variable thickness. This feature is to allow the flexibility of the scope to be changed incrementally. So I think this variable stiffness, most of the doctors who are using this function, I believe. Just in case, I will show you the movie. The doctor can adjust on the case-by-case basis to meet unique anatomical needs, such as the sigmoid column as well as the transverse column. So you can adjust, depend on the patient, the situation. Let's move on to the next function, so which is the power spiral. So this is also the purely new technology we just launched in the market in the US, the several regions. This power spiral, the aim is to support the diagnosis for the small bowel faster. As you can see in this movie, the feature is to utilize the single-use equipment with spiral shaft fins and is rotated by a user-controlled motor. And the spiral shaft fins gently onto the mucosa, as you can see in this movie, like that, more smoothly and access deeply into the small bowel. As I mentioned, that this power spiral has been launched this year in Apple in the several regions in the US, European countries. So let's move on the next function features for the detection and diagnosis and therapy. In this time, so I have selected three major functions: IEE, optical zoom, and CAD. In terms of the IEE, the name, the image enhanced endoscopy. About the NBI, so through the morning session, many the doctors explained this NBI. Since the 2006, we have delivered this technology, collaborating with the Yutaka Saito sensei and colleagues. Thanks to the good collaboration, now I can say all the endoscopists who can enjoy to utilize this technology. This NBI aim is to enhance the visibility of the vessel and the other tissue on the mucous surface. Can I have a laser pointer? No? Okay. Yes, this NBI feature is that filters the white light into the specific light, the wavelengths. As you may now remember that, in this time, the NBI, the function, so we have selected around the 400 and the 500 nanometers. Thanks to this narrow band imaging technology, so which can be observed by the hemoglobin and penetrate on only the surface of the tissue, as well as the capillary on the mucous surface are can be displayed in the brown, as you can see, as well as the vein in the submucosa can be displayed in the cyan. So which means we can easily identify the differentiation between the mucosa surface as well as the vein in the submucosa as brown and cyan. And about the RDI, so dichromatic imaging. So this is still the prototype, the purely future technology. So I will share with you. So this RDI technology, we expect to reduce the risk, the bleeding, and the quick hemostasis. As I mentioned, the NBI, we are focusing on around the 400 and the 500 nanometers. On the other hand, the RID technology, so now we have selected the 400, 500, as well as the 600 nanometers. Thanks to the change technology, so please look at this movie. So this picture shows the normal white light, the movie, and when we change the RDI, so we can easily identify the bleeding spot, like that. Still, this is a prototype, but we'd like to try to finalize this technology to launch the market as soon as possible. And next is the optical zoom. Firstly, I'd like to set a common understanding with all of you about our idea of the optical zoom technology. So, in this morning, the Inoue Sensei demonstrated the 290 zoom, as well as the Yutaka Saito Sensei also presented the benefit utilizing the NBI with the zoom scope. Since the 1990s, we have delivered the standard zoom, so which the 80 times to the 110 times compared to the 26-inch monitor. I believe so many the endoscopists who are utilizing this technology. However, of course, we can recognize that some of the endoscopists also mentioned and requested for the Olympus. Yes, the standard zoom is excellent, yes. However, sometimes it's quite difficult to handle. And some of the endoscopists requested that, yes, the standard zoom is great, but some of the endoscopists would like to deeply more detail the observation. With that background, we Olympus, we have decided to deliver more two function and technology. One is a dual focus, another one is an endoscopy. About the dual focus, the aim is the dual focus is more confidence in the optical diagnosis to your routine examination. Yes, the feature of the dual focus that the two-stage optical lens technology with a single button, like that, the endoscopist can easily push the button to change the normal to zoom. To select the desired depth of the field and obtain high-quality image, like that. And the doctor can conduct a cross-examination of mucosal tissue and the capillary network. The concept is easy to handle. On the other hand, the endoscope is available in the market now. So in this morning session, the Tajiri Sensei and Inoue Sensei and Yutaka Saito Sensei, they also have touched upon this technology. This endoscope, the aim is to support the pathological diagnosis during the endoscopy. Now we have both of the upper GI and lower GI, this endoscope, which has been launched since the last year. Yes, and conventional magnification observation with zoom level, it is possible. And when the endoscopist conduct the endoscopy to the mucosa, the ultra magnification observation up to the 520 times compared to the 26-inch monitor. These are the one of the example. The observation of the cellular level is also possible. So I don't explain the detail, the function, but you can identify the attractive endoscope function. And last but not least, I'd like to touch upon the CAD. So CAD is one of the AI technology in the medical field, the computer-aided diagnosis, which is the quantitative analysis of the medical images by the computer software for the endoscopist to support the diagnosis and disease, detection and the diagnosis. For the detection, so it named the CADE, Computer-Aided Detection. And diagnosis, it named the CADX, Computer-Aided Diagnosis. So let me briefly introduce this function. So already, several of the doctors already explained this CAD function. So this slide shows you the CADE detection feature. The aim is to enhance the efficiency of the detection. As you can see, this the movie. So this CAD automatically can detect the suspicious the lesion, the polyps, on the real time. Today, so I have prepared the two movies. One is without the CAD, the picture, and the other picture is with the CAD picture. So please try to identify the suspicious polyp or the nova. The first read I can show you the without the CAD function.
Yes.
Can you identify the suspicious area? Yes. Next, let me share with you the picture with the CADE function. Yes. The CAD identify this area as the suspicious area. The next is the CADX, Computer-Aided Diagnosis. This is also already so many doctors already introduced this function. One of the key product, which is the EndoBrain, so which has been launched in the Japan market since April this year. This EndoBrain feature is the automatically differentiate the neoplastic and non-neoplastic for the colorectal polyps by using the super magnification endoscope. So this is one of the example in terms of the CADX. We will try to develop the more support the diagnosis, the characterization like JNet or PIT pattern, collaborating with the you endoscopist. Okay, in this time, so I have the briefly share with you about our latest modern flexible endoscopy technology. So I believe so you can catch up some of the key features as well as I like you to enjoy this function for your daily examinations. Thank you very much for your attention.